Welcome, fellow seekers of truth and meaning. Today we embark on a journey that transcends borders, cultures, and time itself. We're about to explore the rich tapestry of spiritual teachings from around the world. These teachings have shaped civilizations, guided countless lives, and continue to offer wisdom in our modern age. From the banks of the Ganges to the deserts of the Middle East, spiritual teachings have emerged. They speak to the deepest parts of our human experience. They offer insights into the nature of reality, the purpose of life, and the path to inner peace. Despite their diverse origins, many share common threads: love, compassion, truth. These themes echo across continents and centuries. They remind us of our shared humanity and our connection to something greater than ourselves. So open your mind and your heart. Let's step into this world of spiritual wisdom together. Are you ready? Let's begin our journey of discovery and growth. Throughout human history, spiritual teachings have played a crucial role. They've been the compass guiding us through the storms of life. In times of joy and sorrow, peace and conflict, these teachings have offered solace and direction. They've shaped our understanding of the world and our place in it. Consider the great civilizations of the past: the pyramids of Egypt, the temples of India, the cathedrals of Europe, all born from spiritual inspiration. These teachings didn't just build monuments, they built entire ways of life. They influenced art, literature, law, and social structures. In many ways, they formed the very foundation of human culture. But spiritual teachings aren't just relics of the past. They continue to shape our world today. In an age of rapid technological advancement, they remind us of timeless truths. They speak to our deepest longings for meaning and connection. In a world that often feels fragmented, they offer a sense of unity and purpose. They provide a moral compass, helping us navigate complex ethical dilemmas. In short, they offer a roadmap for living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Let's turn our attention to some of the world's most revered spiritual texts. These books are more than just words on a page. They're windows into divine wisdom. Each text is unique, yet all share the goal of guiding humanity towards a higher understanding. First, we have the Bhagavad Gita from the Hindu tradition. This text, part of the larger epic Mahabharata, is a dialogue between the warrior Arjuna and the god Krishna. It explores duty, righteousness, and the nature of reality. Moving to the Abrahamic traditions, we find the Bible, the Quran, and the Torah. These texts form the foundation of Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, respectively. Despite their differences, all three emphasize love, justice, and compassion. In the East, we encounter texts like the Tao Te Ching and the Dhammapada. The Tao Te Ching speaks of living in harmony with the Tao, or the Way. The Dhammapada offers guidance on ethical conduct and spiritual development. As we journey through these spiritual teachings, one theme emerges again and again: love. It's the universal language of the soul, spoken across cultures and traditions. But this isn't just romantic love, it's a deeper, all-encompassing love that extends to all beings. In Christianity, Jesus teaches us to love your neighbor as yourself. This radical command asks us to extend love beyond our immediate circle. The Bible tells us that God is love, suggesting that love itself is the essence of the divine. Islam too emphasizes love. The Quran speaks of Allah as Al-Wadud, the loving one. The great Sufi mystics like Rumi wrote poetry celebrating divine love that continues to inspire millions today. In Buddhism, love takes the form of metta, or loving kindness. This practice involves cultivating a sense of goodwill towards all beings, without exception. It's seen as a path to enlightenment and a way to overcome suffering. The Dalai Lama often says, "My religion is very simple, my religion is kindness." Love, in its many forms, is the essence of spiritual wisdom. Compassion, the heart of spiritual practice. Closely linked to love, we find compassion at the heart of spiritual practice. Compassion goes beyond mere sympathy. It's an active force, a commitment to alleviating the suffering of others. Across spiritual traditions, we're called to cultivate this quality. In Buddhism, compassion is embodied in the figure of Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva of compassion. The practice of compassion is seen as essential for awakening. It's not just about feeling for others, but actively working to end their pain. Hinduism speaks of karuna, often translated as compassion or mercy. It's seen as a divine quality embodied by gods like Krishna and Shiva. In the Abrahamic traditions, compassion is often linked to the nature of God. The Hebrew Bible describes God as Rachum Vachanan, merciful and compassionate. In Islam, every chapter of the Quran, except one, begins with, "In the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful." Christianity emphasizes Jesus' compassion for the sick, the poor, and the outcast. Truth, the eternal quest for understanding. Truth is another central theme in spiritual teachings worldwide. It's not just about factual accuracy, it's about understanding the nature of reality itself. The quest for truth is seen as a path to enlightenment, freedom, and union with the divine. In Hinduism, truth is known as Satya. Mahatma Gandhi based his entire philosophy of non-violent resistance on the power of truth. Buddhism speaks of Dharma, which can be translated as truth or natural law. The Four Noble Truths form the core of Buddhist teaching, offering a framework for understanding the nature of suffering and the path to liberation. In the Western tradition, we find a similar emphasis on truth. Jesus says in the Gospel of John, "You will know the truth and the truth will set you free." This suggests that truth is not just an abstract concept but a liberating force. In Islam, one of the 99 names of Allah is Al-Haq, meaning the truth. Justice balancing the scales of life. Justice is a theme that resonates across spiritual traditions. It speaks to our innate sense of fairness and balance in the universe. But spiritual teachings often present a view of justice that goes beyond mere punishment and reward. In Judaism, justice is a central concept. The Hebrew word tzedek means both justice and righteousness. The prophet Micah famously said, "What does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God." This links justice with mercy and humility. Islam places great emphasis on justice. The Quran states, "O you who believe, stand out firmly for justice as witnesses to Allah, even if it be against yourselves, your parents, and your relatives." In Hinduism and Buddhism, the concept of karma relates to cosmic justice. This encourages ethical behavior and personal responsibility. Practical applications. Living spirituality in daily life. How can we apply these spiritual teachings in our daily lives? It's not about grand gestures. Often it's the small, consistent actions that make the biggest difference. Start with mindfulness. Many traditions emphasize the importance of being present in the moment. This can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths before responding to a stressful email, or really listening when someone is speaking to you, instead of planning your response. Practice gratitude. Whether it's saying grace before a meal or keeping a gratitude journal, acknowledging the good in your life can shift your perspective. Cultivate compassion. Sometimes it's as simple as offering a kind word to someone who's struggling. Small acts of kindness can create ripples of positive change. Enhancing relationships through spiritual principles. Relationships are at the heart of human experience. Spiritual teachings offer profound insights into how we can nurture healthier, more fulfilling connections with others. First, practice forgiveness. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior, it means letting go of resentment for your own peace of mind. Many traditions teach that forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. It frees us from the burden of anger and allows for healing. Next, cultivate empathy. Try to see situations from the other person's perspective. The Golden Rule, found in various forms across many traditions, encourages us to treat others as we would want to be treated. Practice active listening. By truly listening, we show respect and create space for deeper understanding. Fostering unity and empathy across cultures. In our increasingly interconnected world, the ability to foster unity and empathy across cultures is more important than ever. Spiritual teachings offer valuable insights into how we can bridge divides and create a more harmonious global community. Start by recognizing our shared humanity. Despite surface differences, we all share basic human experiences: joy, sorrow, love, fear. Many spiritual traditions teach that at our core, we are all one. Reflecting on this can help us overcome prejudices and see the divine in every person. Practice curiosity and openness. Instead of fearing or judging differences, approach them with genuine interest. Learn about other cultures and belief systems. Engage in interfaith dialogue. By focusing on shared values like compassion and justice, we can build bridges of understanding. Remember, unity doesn't mean uniformity. Conclusion. Embarking on your spiritual journey. As we come to the end of our exploration, remember that this is just the beginning. The journey of spiritual discovery is lifelong. It's a path of continuous growth, learning, and transformation. Each step brings new insights, challenges, and opportunities for deepening our understanding. Don't be discouraged if you don't have all the answers. The greatest spiritual teachers throughout history have emphasized the importance of questions. Embrace the mystery. Allow yourself to wonder. It's in the seeking that we often find the most profound truths. Remember, spirituality is deeply personal. While we can learn from various traditions, ultimately, your path is your own. Trust your inner wisdom. Listen to that still, small voice within. It's guiding you towards your highest good. As you continue on your journey, carry with you the wisdom we've explored. Let love be your guide. Let compassion be your practice. Seek truth in all things. Strive for justice.